So we open with Jen Shaw talking about her depression, and it's like, well, do you steal from people to cure it and now you on pills? Is that gonna be your excuse? Across town, Dana, Heather, and Angie have a lunch. And Dana starts talking about how Jen and her were having an issue. Well, you said the heifer was bullying and she don't like the truth. Heather said, well, I'm sick of it too, but she gonna be in jail in a few months and we won't have to look at her for a few years. However, Meredith has invited Dana onto the trip so that they can hash it out. And the girls are like, so Meredith invited you on a trip that she got invited on, so you a guest of a guest. All right. Over at Jen's rental, stealing, can you steal on Ramadan? You want to talk about your relationship with Allah keeping you calm, why don't it keep you honest? I don't think that's a lie. I don't know who you talking to, but all the Muslims I know, they honest. They ain't out here committing mass fraud. It's a little more Christian if you ask me. A little more Todd Chrisley. Jerry Falwell, I can see them with fraud. But leave Islam out of it. Heather's tired of Jen following a different set of friendship rules, but Jen don't follow rules because she's a thief. And thieves don't follow laws, so they ain't gonna follow rules. But then Heather gets to talking about suppressing her feelings. Nah, Heifer, let them out. Jen, you did not send them fools another $200,000. That's why you decided to go on and cop that plea, because you couldn't pay.
And Meredith says, well, how do you feel about me including Dana in the trip? Since, it's Ramadan and you're keeping calm, let's kumbaya.
Heather like, I don't even know if I want to go. I don't feel like dealing with Jen or Whitney. And I sure don't feel like looking at Lisa. So everybody heading off on this Aukie boot trip. Whitney ain't looking forward to dealing with hide her issues, Heather, and Dana don't even say hey to Jen at the airport, but since Meredith invited her, that's who she's going to engage with. Oh, Whitney with the shade, yay! Another stateside trip because of Jen's fraud. So Jen and Meredith are the CEOs of fun for the trip, and the rules are to have fun. The house is nice. So Dana seems to be taking charge of the room situation even though it's Jen's trip. Jen whining, I don't want this room, I don't want that room. Well, I guess it's your last time picking since you can't pick in prison. So Dana done picked her room. Jen's like, wait, are you in charge? Oh God, Jen is really throwing a fit. I planned this and you get the best room, but you didn't pay. You didn't pay. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Dana that's acting a butt, it's Angie, the other Angie. So we all in the dining room getting ready to figure out what's next, and Jen tries to pipe up, but Angie's like, well, I guess, should I let you go since it's your trip? Oh no, I'll just go. Then Jen says, well, why don't you say it since you messed up the rooms? Angie's like, look, Heifer, I'm coming for your spot. Angie says, okay, you can take over, you're a pro. I am a pro. Oh, and Jen gave a baptism. She got that little bit of champagne right on her head. Dang, she's a fighting felon. Why didn't you hit her with the jail jab? She gonna hit you with the jail jab. She threw a little of that prison punch. So while Jen tells everybody to get ready for the yacht, Angie walk off. Angie tells Lisa, I know the house. I was just trying to help Jen and help everyone find a place to sleep. Nah, Heifer, you wanted to get the good room and you made sure you did since you paying for the trip. Outside, Whitney telling Jen, child, that wasn't fun. That was a baptism. So Angie is furious. Meredith and Whitney want Jen to apologize, but I don't think it's gonna help. So now Angie goes off on how she paid for Coach Shaw's party and she feels swindled like one of Jen's older victims. Angie said, I'm gonna hit this heifer with a bill when we get back. However, Heather goes to talk to Dana, and Dana's like, how would you feel if somebody baptized you? And she said, I'd be irritated. However, Heather's happy that Jen's pulling stunts so it takes the heat off her. But now Jen comes in and tells Dana, I need to talk to you. So Jen leaves and Heather tells Dana, look, you are a guest of a guest. Don't get into it with Jen because she will put you out. So we all ready to get on the boat. So Angie has called her husband and said, we've been conned. Jen, meanwhile, is mad that Angie ain't come over to talk to her after the baptism. So now we start getting into it with Jen and Angie. And Angie says, look, Jen, let's just not make this uncomfortable for everybody. And Jen says, well, then why don't you go and apologize? And Angie says, well, you should apologize to me. Why? Because I got your hair a little wet? No, because you disrespected me and embarrassed yourself in front of your friends. After that, they go back and forth about who paid for what at the party because Jen ain't reimbursed nothing, but Jen gave Angie a $5,000 necklace that Angie refuses to wear because the Southern District of New York ain't gonna snatch it off her neck. Now, Jen, Angie said, I will host this party for you, not I will pay for this party for you, but you ain't got enough money to put cheese on a Whopper, so she should have known she wasn't going to get a penny back. She probably thought Bravo was gonna pay for it. That's what Twitter said. I mean, Angie, you've seen this heifer on this show for 3 years. Why did you think she would come on here and respect you? Jen saying, I poured the drink on myself too. I didn't mean it in that kind of way. It's a backpedaling pussy pop. But Angie said, too little, too late. You gonna pay for that party. But when Angie said, I'm a respected woman, and Jen said, I am too. Angie said, are ya? Are ya, heifer? You can't keep a friendship. How you respected? You're a thief and a fraud. Angie said, I ain't even got a thank you out your heifer. I shouldn't have to ask, so I don't need it now. Angie said, I was going to sweep the party under the rug, but now I'm telling everyone how broke you really are. And Dana says, no more sweeping it under the rug. Okay, guest of a guest. Angie said, you should be dropping drinks on Dana's head, not mine. So now Jen wants to say, oh, I thought when you hosted, you paid. Okay, heifer. So we finally getting on the boat. Heather's trepidatious. So after Heather drools over the captain, we sit down, and Jen starts whining that Angie's going after her at her most vulnerable time, and Meredith is seeing Jen just unravel because her trial's coming, and she knows she's going to have to get with her guilt and restitutu. Jen, you should know that Angie's angle is to get on the show and replace you while you're in prison. Prison. All right, well, that was the shit, and I'm gonna see you soon for something. We gotta talk about the you. We gotta talk about the unit, We gotta address what the hell's on your head. Say it again. We got to address what the hell is on your head. One more time. What the fuck is that? Is it a welcome mat? Is that a dead cat? We gotta talk about the unit. Yeah. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It looks like a pump, show bump. It looks like a pump, show bump. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It's been in my head for years. I figured I'd do something with it today. I had a few moments. From the streets of New York all the way out to Vegas, it doesn't matter if you're rich or if you're famous, because you can't get someone pregnant in the anus. No, you can't get someone pregnant in the anus. Yeah. Backpedal and pussy pop. Backpedal and pussy pop. I want you to beat my ass. Beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to put fist to the face. Fist to the face. I want you to whoop. I want you to kick. I want you to beat my ass. 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 Okay, she got a hit with that one. Oh, wait, no, that was me. That was me. Anyway, it don't matter.